So much back to our stories, normal life stories, real life stories, things that are happening in our communities each and every day, and we're just looking at them as normal things, or we think they're myths, or we think maybe we don't have information about it, so there's nothing we can do about it. But again, ignorance is playing a role in the same thing. And again, I know there's the expectation from the community, what the community expects people to do, and because you've not met the expectations that the community demands that you should do, then you think you're a failure. You're not a failure. You're not a failure. Remember, the life you're living is more of a communal life, but it's more of an individual responsibility over each and everything that we are doing. There is this pandemic that is raging the whole world, and people are crying, people are dying, and people are suffering from it. People are being amputated because of it. And this pandemic is what we call gender-based violence. Violence against the other gender. And in this case, I don't want to say that men are not suffering too, but in this case, women are on the receiving point, more receiving point than men. And I want to talk about this, like, why should you do this? A strong man doesn't beat a woman, nor do a strong woman beat a man. I know when people come together to live as a husband and a wife, I know these are two mature minds that can solve their problems without involving violence. If it doesn't work for the two of you, then you don't need to be there. Just get yourself out. Marriage is not for everyone, and I repeat, marriage is not for everyone. If you have a question on that, ask me kindly. I'm open. Call on me or reach out to my inbox and ask me. Or if you want us to chat on the same, okay, you can reach me out and you can have a discussion on the same. Marriage is not for everyone. So don't force yourself to that marriage because you feel you have to make your community happy, or you have to make your mother, your parents happy just because you're married. Marriage is not a sign of success to each and every individual. There are people who will never be married, but they'll be successful in their lives. And there are people who will be married and they'll be successful in their marriage. If your husband slaps you, that's a red light that there's something wrong here. If your wife slaps you, that's a red light that there's something wrong here. Beating your wife doesn't show, it's not a sign of love. And beating your husband is not a sign of love. Again, coming to different communities and whatever they believe about marriage and all those other things, we also need to know. We also need to understand. I'm just laying a foundation, and when we get deeper into this, we'll get to understand, because we'll be having different people talking about the same thing and giving us information on what should be happening and all that. We'll be approaching religious leaders, we'll be approaching, we're approaching youths in the communities just to get to understand what is this love, and what does it entail? What is marriage and what does it entail? And what does the Bible say for those who are Christian? What does the Bible talk about marriage? Maybe from there we'll get the true course and the clear course, and we will stop gender-based violence. It's me and you to start. It starts with me and you. We can end this and we can stop this, and we can make a world a better place for each and every individual who believes in what we are doing. No to gender-based violence.